Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to Ubisoft for the game key. We are going to be now officially playing the full release of Skull and Bones. We did I think it was the closed beta several months ago. And I've been playing offline. Well, it's technically online, but not on the channel. Open beta for over the weekend. Been having a blast with it. And we're just going to kind of continue where we were. Also played a little bit with co-op earlier today just to kind of figure out the co-op, so that was great. Honestly, it wasn't that difficult of a situation. Hey, everybody's clapping for me. Woohoo! Woohoo! So yeah, this is kind of like your main hub. We'll check out here the map so you can kind of get an overview of what the area looks like. So we are in Sainte-Anne. This is kind of like your trader, blacksmith, your shipwright, your carpenter. Basically all the bits and pieces of what you need to do to evolve in this game is in this place. But have no fear. You will find a lot of traders out in the wilds and a lot of islands, a lot of ports that you wander. So your carpenter will add like furniture and whatnot.
My hands can make it.
And your weapons. There's your furniture. Get a couple of them. But you could craft your repair kits, which are useful. We'll touch on that later on. Your utility furniture. So I don't have any unlocked because I don't need blueprints. That's another cool thing we will touch on. Hopefully I can remember to touch on all these things shortly. This is a very useful thing that you're going to want to do as soon as possible.
My sister was strong and murembo.
Is find the blueprints for these. So I guess because everything needs a blueprint, might as well just talk about that now. So basically they're kind of like treasure hunts, but you kind of get a general idea of where they're at. So say we want to track the Crowbar 3, which you can go like to shipwrecks and stuff that are like beside an island. You can get extra loot. It's going to tell you that after reaching Freeboater 1, so we might actually go to the mail because that might be there. I think we are Freeboater 1. So that one's a little more simpler, but what we will actually be doing, I'm not sure if in this recording or the next one, is no, it's not the carpenter. That was my fault, clicking him again. We're going to the Shipwright. We're gonna try to get the blueprint for our next ship. I think it's a defender.
With the right designs, I can improve your vessel.
Oh, we could get a Crowbar 3 after Freeboater as well. This is, I think, the ship that we're gonna want. Has pretty good your whole health. I think it's like a whole 10,000 more. Brace strength I think it's from like 22 to 24. Let's look. This is what we currently have. Oh no, actually it's a lot more. 22,000 was the whole health, and that goes to 30,000. Brace strength goes from 4,400 to what, a whopping 24,000. And we could already do this one. We already have the blueprint for this guy. He's not much of an improvement, honestly. He is negligible slash maybe worse than a rammer. This is a sentinel, it's a cutter. What we want is a defender hulk. They're all smaller ships, but it's definitely not like the little dinghy that you start out with. They are smaller, large ships. And here's the other vessels that you're going to be working towards. But we will continue on with our journey here. And this is going to tell us that it's going to be found in the Red Isle. And we could purchase it from Fair Warrior and Sacred Tree. And we can also pin that too, so I will show you how to pin that as well. So you hit your back button on your controller, select for old school people, and then you go to your journals, and then here you're gonna want to look around. These are all your different types of things that you could, your miscellaneous. So if you want to get your crowbar 3, do that. We have to remember to check to see if we already have crowbar 2. Now, this is the mission we actually are gonna finish now. I already finished it. It's basically we had to deliver 3 packages to 3 different ports. I think it was 2 that we were able to walk on, and then another one we were able to just kind of sail by, which is nice. I like the variety of it. This is not it. These are like side quests that we've gotten. All right, so while we're here in front of him, we will pin the blueprint.
You're treading water, Captain.
So we can, oh, we actually are tracking it. Okay, so it is called the Hulk. Okay.
Goodbye.
So that is actually the one that we're looking for. Oh, and here's your blacksmith. This is where you craft your cannons and your cannonballs and whatnot.
Moving up in the world, are you? How about new cannons for your ship?
Yeah, I mean, this is like your basic stuff. I get it. This game is going to get compared easily to Sea of Thieves a lot. But the reality is it's very different. It's like people comparing the AEW game that came out to WWE. It's arcade versus simulation. Closest thing they have is that they're both pirate games. That's really it. The games are vastly different in good ways. I didn't want to copycat Sea of Thieves. I kind of like a lot of simulation things, but and we play a lot of simulation stuff here. But I feel like a lot of those things really you can't play by yourself. You're just pretty much stuck in groups constantly. Okay, so here's our infamy reboater, Son of Liberty. So we will claim this, and we're gonna get a freeboater chest, chaser's belt, a dripping ichor, and the veterans. But we should also get the blueprint as well. We will, blueprint's probably in the chest, so we'll open that chest now. Look at cargo. We'll see what this guy is. So yeah, here we go. So these are the blueprints. We got a crowbar, pickaxe, saw, a sickle, hunting spear, spyglass, and oh, it just jumped away. Yeah, so those are your blueprints to get things. So now we can actually craft that thing, because now we already have the blueprint. So here's a warehouse. Here's a very...
Rolls are increasing. Slow and steady wins the race.
It's a very essential place. I like to offload things that I don't necessarily need on me. A lot of your crafting materials. I usually dump these off here. Maintain these. And there is a lot of things that you will... Okay, so this armor says a boat. We'll look at that to see if we can apply it, if it's better than what we already have. And here's our treasure map, which is really cool.
It's green.
Alright, restoration, metal salvage. We don't need to carry that on our person. Corn sale, no. Nails. So these are essentials. Food is your stamina. We'll touch on that too as well. That's basically to... You don't have to eat. This is not a survival game in that sense. But it helps that if you want to continue maintaining your aggressive pace, pushing the ship along, your crew will get tired eventually. They'll start complaining and whatnot, and you just won't be able to speed. But with stamina, you have a bunch of these at your cookery. You will be able to apply these, and it'll work perfectly. It'll just continue your stamina.
Folly to help.
And you won't have that. And they're great if you're getting chased. Say you're in a fight, you're in a plunder, and you're outnumbered, or you ran out of repair kits and you need a bail. but they're on you and you're tired, that's where this comes in, where you can use this heavily. We might actually do a bunch of coconuts. We have a ton of coconuts. We have 199 coconuts. I think this is a useful farming thing, and we will actually apply that on our wheel. I feel like this first video is going to be a lot more informative, but we will get to things surely. One thing I wish that this did is I wish that stack things. So say once we apply our coconuts here, I wish that after we depleted our coconuts, it just went to the next thing. That would be lovely if it did that. All right, so here's our grilled coconuts, 63 of them. Stamina 40%, not terrible, not super necessary. Actually, hold on, what is this? Raw food, cooked food, perfect. Grilled food, we'll actually put that there, and then we'll do this, and we'll put cooked food. Not sure why that didn't keep. Grilled food, where that's applying somewhere, isn't there? Oh, we don't have any, that's why. So this is actually gonna do what I just said I was hoping it would do. Sweet. So now any cooked food or any grilled food will appear here. Now it's just gonna do grilled banana, but I think after we use those 5 grilled bananas and we don't cook anymore, it should appear there. Cooked food we don't have any of, apparently. Your wheel 2, your wheel 3 are empty right now, but I mean, I'm sure you can load them up. This is like your emotes if you wanted to apply emotes. You don't really have a whole lot because this is more like your land stuff. You could put a camera if you want to take photos. We might do it, just perhaps maybe for like a thumbnail. So we will actually go look at your vanity, because I want to say I think this is unavailable to start. Not sure if it was the beta only or if the game just kind of starts like this, where you have to end up doing a quest with a blacksmith to get a costume.
Can't say I'm surprised with your activity of late.
So have no fear. This was one of my frustrations in the beginning, was there was only a continue button. There wasn't a new, like you could, like, you know, like the Division and other Ubisoft games where you have multiple players profile slots. This you do not. So I was like, oh man, am I able to change my appearance? Do I have to wait till I'm level like 14 or 15 like the Division 2? You do not. You just have to do a couple of early missions. You come in here to the vanity place and just go to change your physical appearance, and that will give you all your options to change your character. So this is just going to change more of your physical appearance. The other option is where you can equip and also purchase with silver coin your costume, basically your pyro wear, and then you could also do your emotes. So we will equip. I'll also show you the early release items that you get as well. So here's your hat, your legendary hat. I'm not sure if these you get it. Nothing there. You got this guy. It's a nice trench coat. And then you got this belt, renowned belt was another one. It was black gloves, so this is not your forearms. Wasn't your forearms. Actually, it was. Here it is. And I don't think we got rings. I already had 2 rings. Here. I don't think there was a bottom. I think we actually have it applied. Fabled pants. That's it's the leather pants.
I fell in love with a merchant once, but now
Awesome.
I have no time for such frivolity.
And then your boots, your exalted boots, your leather boots, were your other. And we just, I guess, unlock this. Oh, it's a chest tattoo. I personally like this one. Looks a little worn. Now the costume that I prefer, mainly while I do like all the stuff that you get in the premium, not a fan of, because you go outside and everybody's wearing the same thing. This is the one that I've been slowly collecting, all the different gear. So I like to be slightly different than every other person who's playing the game currently. We will actually be doing this. We don't want that one. We're going to change the other hand wraps. Changes to that. It's pretty close to almost the one that they want you to get. And then we'll change the pants as well. We'll change them to these. This, again, a little different because roaming around the island right now, a lot of people are starting the game for the first time. They haven't purchased anything yet, and we do have a lot of coin. We'll also touch on that as well. Alright, so now we can properly apply all these. Harvest deposits with slightly increased efficiency. Perfect. Same thing. Alright, got our sickle. Spyglass we do not have. We have to be Marauder. Might be the next level. So we're missing an ingredient. What? We're missing... Okay, so we're definitely still gonna have to get this one. We're gonna need nickel ingot and casting sand.
With a chisel, I can make a masterpiece.
We'll see if yeah, we have a lot of silver, so we can 100% do that. That's a crowbar to make sure that we're actually selecting the right one.
Do you need more from me?
Yeah, we were selecting the wrong one. Yeah, for some reason this is 1, 2. I guess your crowbar is 2, 3. Our hunting spear 2, yeah. Alright, so we just pissed perfect. So now we can go buy those shipwreck boats. Do that. Let's go finish this other mission here. See what Scurlock has for us.
That ale must have been tainted.
The palms are itching, mate. All those rich merchants.
Your badar's a hardy one.
I don't have it on my person. I wonder if I'm still good with it.
What you brought back, it speaks of a trade deal between the French and Farah. Compagnie agents wooing the Farah clan with guns. But why? Why would the Farah stoop so low as to become French puppets? There has to be something else on offer. This alliance threatens everything. We must put an end to it.
I'd find the French agents and kill them all. I'd cut a deal with the clan of Farah.
Cully, you got the instincts of a crafty bastard. I was thinking the same. But if they're already in bed with the compagnie, then we'd have to incite a lover's spat. My two enemies are busy flirting, and the sea people merchants hear of it before I do. Have my agents turned blind and deaf? The compagnie moves swiftly in the shadows, and we still have the sun in our eyes. You've done good work, Cully. When I'm done beating the information out of my agents, I'll have more for you.
Awesome. So we are plus 400 on your freeboater. Alright, let's... I guess this is our next mission.
The Compagnie Royale has a presence in the Red Isles. Their merchants carry stolen
The hell was that?
spices, perfumes, and luxuries from the Indian Ocean. I want you to rob those arrogant fucks. They spit on us, call us dogs, lice. take everything and ruin them worse than the Great Plague did.
Okay, you know what? I think that's the
Their
Sure.
lives are yours to take. But those goods belong to
we'll actually select that one. We do have another side quest that is actually kind of rolls with these. I think we have to take down a
Shielding's
rammer.
demands are a burden we cannot carry on trade alone. And the compagni are a ripe target, slow to react and hated by all. So we do what pirates do best.
Kick their ass.
Get in their faces and rip the silver spoon right out their mouths. Get to work, Cully.
Alright, contract accepted. We are aware. Thought we already did this. Oh, submitted. Oh, maybe we already did this. Or that's just maybe just reaffirming. Okay. Yeah, our other mission that we have for that is this one. So we have to take one of their rammers down, their compagnie rammers. And it tells you that they show up around plunders and stuff. Eliminate them, ships, disrupting Sainte-Anne's trade, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Yeah, so you have to find where their ports are. And that's how you draw their attention.
Your needs are at the tavern.
So what are we...
Sailing on a company ship.
Go this way. Okay, so that is our active mission. So I guess we'll continue on with it. Let's look at the armor. Well, here we're going to manage ship. And let's look at the furniture first.
You still have some.
So we have Bombard Powder House. And scoping station. Overrun works, increases elemental damage. You know what? That's very useful. You will actually use that. And a rope blocker increases acceleration by 200%. Yes, that's 100%. Here's your weapons. You'll see why I changed what I did. So we got 2 culverin cannons. So that really helps. And cosmetics. But this is just basically how your ship looks. Armor. So this is the one that we just got. It goes from like 65 to 160. Wow. 95 points it adds. 100% we are taking. And I do like that it gives you the RPG symbols of whether it's higher or lower. I do like that. Very nice. Nice little touch. Alright, and our ship name. Well, these are ships currently. So here's your little initial dinghy that you have. And my name is the Sea Scurvy. I don't think we have to repair. We're a little bit low in health. Actually, before we do that, let's go look at... Transfer that. Scoping station, transfer that. We got 470 cannons. We have 16 repair kit 2s. We're low on repair kit 1s. We've been using a lot of those, but we've like more than doubled up on repair kit 2s. It repairs at 18,000. This is 6,000, so it's like 3 times the size of repair kit 1. This is why I put that as my right D-pad. Well, I'll show you here, but we could show you easier on the ship. Or excuse me, my left D-pad. That's the 16 over there in the far corner. So we will embark. Yeah, so one good hack.
We can go after company ships or plunder Giron. Your choice. Scurlock's game.
It's gonna be our choice. Let's hope we don't go down. It's a very far distance. So what is our... The pirate round is what we're doing right now, making sure we don't hit anything as we just coast out. Where is it? Hunt. Oh, they're going after Watchtower, looks like. And then the loot in the sea just comes out of nowhere on you. Yeah, I'm assuming the lore is like they're RPing that it's probably like sunken treasure. Coastline ones you do see a lot more above the water. A lot of your resources and whatnot. Alright, so before we get too far out, let's so what do we have to do? Let's stop here. So we acquire ale. Okay, so I guess they have to go the merchant routes. So we can go here first. Go there. And actually not too far away from it. We're gonna go see what they have. Too far away. Now I wonder if they want me to plunder it or if I can actually go on land. Guess we'll find out.
What can it be? They have what we need, Captain.
Let's see if we can barter with them or if we have to destroy them, because it's 3-on-1 right here. We'll definitely have to get out in the open. We have to shoot them. Let's buy ale. Alright, so now we have to deliver 6 of them? We just acquired 4. Why does it tell us that we have to? Oh, we already delivered 2, that's why. Alright, so where do we deliver then? Guess we just take it back, no? Alright, so that's where their base is. So I guess we go back to home. It's like a fetch quest, essentially. You don't have to really cause too much havoc here. Oh, we're going against the wind here. Let's see if we can curve it and go around.
Company warship inside! If cunning had a face, it requests Scurlock.
from another hunt.
Like that, like they cheer you.
Our ship and a good
Initially, they don't. They don't really care. All right, let's go see Scurlock. So far, not a whole lot of pirating going on.
Now, there won't be any tales told of this feat, but you brought me a good and honest haul, Cully. And my men inspected the goods, and they found this manifest, a little seed of rumour, one that will sprout very soon. Something huge is coming. A man of war, an invasion force, a plague ship, doesn't say. The Compagnie has plans in motion, and we are blind to them.
Keep sinking companion ships to find answers.
Mere captains won't know what's coming. We'll have to dig deeper for answers. For now, my agents in the Compagnie remain in the dark. Their findings useless. I'll press my boot down harder on their grimy snouts. The rats care too much for their own skin. Should my agents provide only more piss and swash, know that opportunity will fall on you.
Okay, so we actually earned money, so we didn't really lose money despite buying all those things. I think we just got, what, 1,300 for the next one?
Cully, you're not half as useless as my other sea dogs. You found a manifest, and also the French and Fara trade deal. Now,
I think we
piece them
spent, what,
together
like
with the rumors
140?
of French agents being
Got 320?
It's bigger than I thought. A Compagnie merchant convoy carrying a season's worth of goods is sailing through the Red Isles. I mean, this changes everything.
Plunder the convoy and we'll live free our whole lives. Plunder it and we'll be hunted our whole lives. You know what?
This could be the greatest heist ever. We let it slip through our fingers, and we'll regret it for the rest of our miserable lives.
See, but I'm the only boat, though.
Get that convoy, and New York receives 10 times the normal haul. Tulin and his band of inbreds will be eaten out of our hands. And those French fops, they'll be so baffled they won't be able to tell tip from us. Cully, destiny is calling, and our names are on her lips. Ready your ship, gird your loins, and seize that fucking convoy!
Got really intense towards the end. High Seas Heist.
Go.
Go.
Destiny awaits.
He just like slaps us on the ass and send us on our way.
So,
Now,
Scurlock's got a new dog. Shame about the old one.
what were we gonna do? Yeah, we were gonna look for they were gonna track the blueprint for the defender.
Scurlock thinks he can take the French.
So one useful thing that I found playing co-op is that
Don Gassou, your vessel could use improvements.
all right, let's track this. Okay, purchasable from the Fair Warrior, the Sacred Tree. Let's see where that is.
Captain.
That all the way over here. Alright, so we get into there, we get in through here, and we kinda Twist and wind. So we've been in here many times. We've had many fights in the Tambi Foundry. Okay, so playing in a party. So there's the group leader, the host, and then your other two people are essentially secondaries.
If we pull off this job, we could end up with a shitload of
Let's
French
unload.
treasure,
Well, we
Captain.
don't really need to carry on our persons. So what I figured out is that there's like a group
Coming with
activity
our own, eh?
and there's your individual. You can always have your individual. Oh, your reload is very slow. I'll have to see how that is compared to the other ones. Manage ship. Weapon. Oh, yeah, that's... Your range is fantastic. Everything else, pretty crappy. Yeah, so like your common ones have a decent range. And it's like medium reload. But your demis reload a lot faster. I do like the range one. Just it's slower to reload. I think we actually will change the front one. I just feel like that extra oomph behind it
I know we can do better.
is a lot better than what we have currently. We were playing, I played a little more, so I was a lot further in the game, where my friend is, I wouldn't say starting, but he was a lot more in the beginning than I was. The neat thing about it, I was not aware, is that when he finishes any quests, any of our activities, and it probably works for secondaries too, everybody in the party gets like the rewards. So while I have already done the missions, I'm getting all the rewards again. So in a matter of like 2 minutes, he finished multiple quests that were pretty simple that just kind of piggyback because he was doing like a lot of the merchant things where like you just have to craft a couple things. I got, I think, a 1200 silver coin like that amount of time while he was just kind of standing at the register basically checking out. It really worked out that I didn't even think that was gonna happen. The cool thing though about really distracting, everybody just starts screaming. The cool thing about that is whoever's the group leader will actually have a slot for like group activity. So I think you're gonna have to enable it every time. So say we finish a quest, you're gonna have to re-enable to whatever their initial thing is. At that point, then it matches and everybody matches the same quest. Otherwise, I would still be on like the same quest line that I'm like currently on. It would stay on that one. So that's a nice little feature. I wasn't sure how the game was going to work, if it was just everybody was going to have the one by default, but it looks like you can also do things and venture on your own. I don't think you're tied to each other. You just both enter the same world essentially, but it's not like you're tethered to each other. You could probably wander pretty far. We actually did. We were a good maybe 1 kilometer away from each other. You can be pretty far and you're not like warped automatically to them or anything. You just exist in the world. I think the world holds about 20 users at a time. So, I mean, that's plenty in a world like this. There is a lot of AI that will actually interact with each other. Like right there, I think there's 2 AIs shooting each other. Yeah, so, I mean, I thought that was a kind of a neat little thing that like if you want to, I don't know if that's intentional, but it's a good way to farm some points. To just gain some more coin if you've already played for a little bit and you have a new friend to play against or play with, excuse me. You'll get all that coin when they start doing all the simple missions in the beginning. But and it really is fun to play, to man like multiple ships and whatnot. I do like the arcade nature of a lot of your things. It doesn't mean it's easy. You're just, instead of having to do one thing at a time like Sea of Thieves, now you're doing about 5 different things at the same time. And that, there lies your complexity. Whereas here, like you're trying to steer the boat, you're also shooting. You're also, oh, cutting tree down. Yeah, you're also harvesting apparently. Whereas like Sea of Thieves, you're maintaining your boat's health, but you have to manually do it. So you have to go get your buckets and dump the water out, or put boards up if there's any sort of damage. Here, you have damage, you just hit whatever button it is and do repair kit. Like that, it's kind of the simplicity of it. But when you are in heavy seas, like where the weather is very sour, like right now we're kind of in, but we're more land oriented than the open sea, it can get a little hairy, and especially when you're in a battle, it's really, really rough. Here, let's mark this. So we'll go to Spyglass and we'll mark the name so we've been here before. Sacred Tree. So now we gotta go talk to the warrior, I think. We'll disembark. Oh, I like that the weather stays the same. It was raining and it's still raining. This is another thing that initially I wasn't a fan of. Like, I kind of wanted combat. You know, you're a pirate. I wanted to battle. But then as I've kind of gotten used to it, I realized, you know what? To me, it's like a cooldown. Kind of like how we play the Division on the channel. We are... Oh, we're gonna get crabs? What was that? That's something on the ground and it scurried away. I think there were crabs that I was just too slow on. But yeah, at first I was a little deterred. Yeah, see these guys. I think I could grab them if I'm fast enough. And your cache is essentially your warehouse. You can just open there, or you can do it, manage your ship before you get back on your ship. Do you have a problem?
Sorrel is the greatest tail spinner of our time. Of course the companion want his head.
Let's bribe you.
I hear the writer's even gone into hiding.
New investigation. Free men's lost treasure. We're in the middle of something right now. We won't do that. We might do that maybe in another one. Oh, it's gonna force us to do it, isn't it? You go to your investigations. Freeman's lost treasure. Oh, that handwriting though. God, this guy's like, what, had a stroke while they're writing? I can't read any of that. Chicken scratch. But then I realized, you know what? It's not so bad. I do like this cooldown coming from just fighting in ships or just even fighting the sea. I start realizing, hey, you know what? You don't have to buy a bunch of cannonballs. You do have a mission where the blacksmith where you have to buy cannonballs after you buy your cannon. You find so many of them. I would get maybe to start out with 150, maybe 200, just to kind of get like a little starter kit going until you get used to using your cannons. But after that, you don't have to. We're on an island. We're in our cooldown, as I call it, and you're gonna find a bunch of crates everywhere. Here's a flask of water. Here's more stamina. You're gonna find tons of water, and you're gonna find, I mean, maybe water that you can't use, but you're gonna find a ton of cannonballs. And it's not just cannonballs. You're gonna find cloth. You're gonna find silver coin. You're gonna find, apparently we found a treasure map or notes. You find a coconut here. Find a lot of things on the island. A lot of things that you would probably find in the open seas too, or that we just like cut down. You can find a lot of like jute and other things here on the island, and you didn't have to do a whole lot, just walking around essentially. And that in itself is a really cool. There's more coconuts. Grill up. And then there's also a shrine at some of these where it gives you like a 20-minute buff for stamina. We'll see if here it is. Your pirate's bonfire. Throw powder at it, and I think it gives you 20-minute buff. They might all be 20-minute, maybe it changes. We'll see. No, it's the same. Stamina boost for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, so it's basically just a regeneration of your stamina for the next 20 minutes, which is great. So if you plan on boating for a good extended amount of time, perfect boost to get. And that's something that I also realized too, we both had to enable when we were playing in a party. That's not something that like one person does and it's for everybody. And you get it because everybody's manning their own ship. So they get their stamina boost by throwing powder into it. Then you have to do it yourself to get the boost for your ship as well. Yeah, these islands, plenty. I really wish you can get a lot of things here. But, I mean, a lot of it's just kind of ambient clutter. This is Ubisoft, right? They're going to put a crap load of things everywhere. And again, we play The Division regularly. There's just a ton of things in the place that you want to grab, but you can't. It's just there. Just clutter, as like The Sims calls it. We'll do the rope. I think we went here, no? Here is the camp. We didn't go to the camp. The camp has a lot of stuff, materials here. This is jute. Yeah, that's jute. We found some jute. That's something that you're gonna need initially. I think it's a quest line. Get some fish. You can probably grill those fish up right now. And every now and again, you might come across like a little chest or something too. Because a lot of the things are just things that you could find and you sell. You flip them. Maybe we can't grab the crabs. Alright, so let's grill this fish. Got 6 of them. And you know, we're going to do a lot more coconuts. We're going to go coconuts and grill a bunch of them. And again, I do like the arcade level of boom, they're done. I don't have to sit here for 20 minutes. I don't have to feed logs into it to keep the fire burning. It's just that. And we're going to show you the traversing. Kind of the corny, funny thing. Let's go rope climb. Hey, it's nothing. You just press the Y button. But it is cool. Nice little animation that it does. Here, and then he just basically comes down like he's a Ghostbuster. And there's your cash.
Anything catch your eye?
Oh, and then this is another thing too. A lot of these people have side quests. Take the side quests.
Consult us by sullying our waters. Take all the goods you can carry.
We're not going to track it right now, but it'll just show up on our inventory, or excuse me, our map. It'll show up your journal.
Our raid bore many fruits.
So what we're looking for, Bombard 2. We don't even have 1 yet. This is the one we wanted. The Hulk ship blueprint. This blueprint is a recipe for a new ship craft. It has a Shipwright. Yeah, I think this is the one that we're looking for. We do have a lot of money, so we can't afford it. I didn't really think about that part. Long gun works. Blueprint recipe for new furniture craft. Okay, that's useful. We'll actually purchase that as well. Recipe for new weapon. Performance in terms of range. And you can also buy kits here as well, and cannonballs if you wanted to. You don't need to buy them, you find them. You might initially in the beginning, if you had the money, sure, go out with like 4 or 5 of them. But when you start taking ships down, you definitely will start finding that these people, the other ships will actually have them. It's actually kind of funny. My buddy was needing some shark meat for a quest or something. So I just took one shot of a cannon. Took him out. All bloody mess in the middle of the ocean. Which is a lot better than having to spear them. I think it's like 3 shots, 3 good shots you have to do to spear them. At least your starter spear. We'll get some of these scraps here. Oh no, I don't wanna. We're fine. I guess we'll do it. Oh, we have got a lot here. Oh, the shipwreck. That's what it is. We just did something by accident that we wanted to show off. So what we just did now is that, see that ship in the background? We just harvested it. So we did that basically with the Crowbar 2. Because if you go here, and it'll tell you, actually this one's a Crowbar 1. The ones in the open seas, a lot of those are Crowbar 2. This loot would not be valid unless you have a Crowbar 1. So that's where I kind of wanted to get the Crowbar 2, because it's just more opportunities you can have. So that's actually kind of funny that the first one I actually pillage by accident is one that we didn't actually need the upgrade for. Awesome sauce. Woo, yeah, everybody cheer, I'm awesome. Literally and figuratively. Let's go upgrade our ship. So as of right now, the early access runs until the 16th, which that's when the game releases. They are, as last time I checked, they were also planning a free trial. I think, don't quote me on it, but it's either 6 or 9 hours up to that you could play the free trial. Might be closer to 6, because I feel like the Motorfest was 6 hours. So I would probably adhere to that. So here's the blueprint that we just got. We will untrack it because we don't really need it anymore. And then we will craft this because we have all our bits and bobs. And let's craft it, and we'll look the little animation of building it. Very much Immortals Phoenix Rising. I feel like they took inspiration from that. Awesome. So now we have the Hulk. I wonder if it's incredible. Select Hulk as your new ship. Move all cargo to new ship. Move all cargo to warehouse. Do not change ship. We are moving to the new ship with our cargo. All right. Thank you, Mr. Shipwright. You've been fantastic. So yeah, they are planning on doing a free trial. So for those who want to play a little more to get their feet wet, pun intended, they can actually do that without actually purchasing the game. Again, probably another 6 hours until you can make your final decision. But it's pretty much like where you left off in the open trial, or the open beta, if that's where you played last. But yeah, this was our, I don't want to say first look because we've already looked at this several times already with the closed beta. But we're just continuing on the open seas and Skull and Bones. Thank you to Ubisoft for the game key. The full release comes out Friday, later this week, the 16th. But again, there will be a free trial. And we are currently playing the early access version for the next, I guess, what, 2 days by the time this video comes out. But anyway, guys, we will catch you in the next one.